Oh, what a nice cold day on the farm today. We're making sausage, which is just, a fun thing to do on the farm, if you know what I mean. And today I'm going to be making garlic farmer sausage. And I'm going to be using the garlic spice from Sausage Maker to do it. And I'm getting things weighed out here so that I can, get things measured out for people and they can see what I'm doing. I'm basically right now making this recipe, not really off the cuff, but the way I like to do it. And first thing you need about 3 ounces of spice, and I like to put that in 2 cups of really cold water. Now, in some of my stuff, I will do that with a little bit of how do I want to say it, ice. But this stuff goes in pretty good. This garlic version stuff with just a little bit of really cold water, and then I stir this up and I let this sit for a bit so that the spices go into this mixture, because it'll make it easier when I dump it into the sausage. Now, you can make this farmer sausage with straight pork. You can make this with straight venison. But if you mix them, it's really good. And if you do straight pork, it's really good. Straight venison's a little tough. To offset it, when I have venison, I add about 6 ounces, 6.5 ounces of lard, pig lard to it. So here I've got my kids doing this here the best I can. They're grinding the meat. We're going to do a 10-pound batch, so we're doing 5 pounds of venison to 5 pounds of pork with, like I said, 6 ounces of lard and about 3 ounces of the Sausage Maker's garlic sausage spice. I'm running it through this time a 4.5 mm grinder, hole size, and a number 12 3/4 horse LEM grinder that I got through Cabela's, and it turns out just like this. I stir up the spices that are in that really cold water, and then as my daughter starts to crank and mix, I'm going to pour that right into it. Now, this is a fresh sausage, which means you have to keep it frozen and you have to cook it before you eat it. I don't have any celery cure in here or veggie cure. I don't have any number 1 or number 2 or no pink salt in here. So this is one that you just gotta keep cold. So this is one that you don't want to take and put in your smoker, because that has nothing to stop you from making an awful mistake with the botulism family. So because of that, it's a fresh sausage. So I mixed it all up. I stuck it in the cold fridge overnight so it would kind of get firm for us so we could work with it. As you can see, I've got it labeled garlic pork, but remember ours is 5 pounds of pork to 5 pounds of venison, this particular batch. And I'm going to get this opened up and we're going to run it through the stuffer. Now, everybody does these a little different. I like to use that 40 to 42, maybe 44 millimeter hog casing. That works really well for me. It's a little fatter casing than the 36 to 38s. And I find that really works well for trying to make kind of like a ring sausage. Now, if you want to make links or something, you can certainly do that and use a smaller thing, and it'll turn out more like a garlic bratwurst, obviously. So we're going to dump this into the stuffer here, and then we're going to get these things popping out. You know, when I put things into the stuffer, the one thing I like to try to do, and it isn't always easy to do, is kind of lube the tube and get it to work the best I can. It's not always easy, but it went pretty good this time. I would say that it went about as good as I could, considering I had soaked the casings for several hours in kind of a warm water to get the salt off them. And the material was a little bit on probably the more dry side, but still looks like it made a great sausage. So here I am just trying to make one. Got a short casing here, but I'm going to make it, like I said, kind of like a ring sausage or like a ring bologna would, where you've got kind of 2 ends tied together and then you can just get that frozen. I'm going to cook this in probably 170 to 180 degree water until it comes up to the temp of about 150, 155, and then we're just going to serve it. I'm not going to let it boil. I might get the water boiling and then put my sausage in and then not let it boil. I don't want to cook the juices out of my sausage. And then we're also going to freeze it, so I'm going to use the vacuum sealer. Her daughter Julie here is just making a bag so we can get it done, and here's one of these beautiful sausages. We're just going to drop it right in and we're going to get that done. I made a lot of sausages this day, so you probably saw that I did a regular plain Polish farmer sausage. Obviously, garlic farmer sausage has a little bit more zip to it, a little bit more flavor. And it's not a strong garlic. If you want a stronger garlic, add more of the spice. Instead of adding 3 ounces, add 4 or 5 ounces, and it'll get that stronger flavor. Or just flat out add more garlic to it. I don't need that really heavy garlic flavor. I just want that nice hint of it, especially when I'm making a sausage, which is going to be cut into like 4 to 5 inch pieces and served on a plate, family style with the whole family around. So she's getting it all vacuum sealed up here, and then we're going to get this into the freezer. We're going to take it out, we thaw it, put it into 170, 180 degree water, warm it up to about 150 degrees, and plate serve it, which is just absolutely wonderful. It's a really nice sausage. All the kids like it. It's not hot, it's not over zesty, and it's a very easy sausage to make. So you've probably seen this shot before. It's kind of the spread of everything. There to the left is that Polish sausage. I already did a video on that. Check out my channel if you want to see it. This is the garlic right here. And I even did a brats. So I'm going to show that brats soon too. But thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this simple recipe to make garlic sausage out of venison and pork.